You see, my gorgeous Cancer, at the beginning of this week, and I'm talking about the week in between the 30th of November and the actual 6th of December 2022, at the beginning of this week, you are finally, after such a long time, after like about 9 months, you are finally going to have a full control over your life, because you're going to have a full control over the specific situation that was making you feel so negative, that was scaring you for so long, that was making you feel so dark. It was bringing lots of like a negativity, almost a little bit of depression, sadness and anxiety into your life, that was of course affecting you for a while now. So now, my gorgeous Cancer, I'm talking to you about this specific situation, something very, very particular, very, very personal to you as well, that you've been worrying about so much over the last 9 months. This was affecting you like, oh my God, it was affecting your happiness, it was affecting your energy, it was affecting your vibration, it was affecting your life to the point that you didn't even realize how much this actually affected you, because you were in a limbo for way too long. This was affecting you in such a way where you kind of stopped with certain plans when it comes to your future. You've been waiting for the right moment, and sometimes we don't even realize how much these things actually affect us until we're affecting us until we reach this particular stage of our lives. So at the beginning of this week, very massive, huge, enormous problem, it's going to come to an end, and you will know, because you're gonna like kind of become aware of this through like reading a certain message or reading a certain information, and you will be able to understand this like there is no tomorrow. And as I said, this is going to give you control over this specific situation, which is going to reflect on your whole life. It's going to bring you so much strength, so much confidence, so much courage. My gorgeous Cancerini, this is so important. It is the vibration that you didn't even realize for how long you were actually missing in your life. You will see this is going to reflect almost instantly on your energy levels, and instantly you're going to feel creative like you haven't been creative. And this creativity, it's really going to reflect on ideas, realizations. I want to do this, I want to do that. Why didn't I do this for so long? Why didn't I do that for so long? There is so much that is going to be going on in the best possible way with this wonderful, wonderful vibration that you're actually going to have. So now at the beginning of this week, this is all going to lead towards you being able to plan, being able to like really kind of look forward to things. You're going to start like kind of look forward to things. You're going to start like kind of planning. You're going to be in this mode of the actual expansion and looking at the next stage and the next step of your life. And at the same time, you will know that what you're doing right now, this is going to reflect on your finances in the best possible way. Something that you're doing right now, it's actually going to make you feel make you like not only extremely happy and excited, but it's also going to reflect on your financial situation in the best possible way, because you are going to be able to protect your assets so much after this moment in time. And also, my gorgeous Cancer, there was a certain vision that you had within the last few months. There was such a powerful vision that you had, and that vision was very deep and very important and very unusual, because it happened at a time when you were like kind of thinking about something else. Your concentration levels were really kind of high, but towards something really specific, and then suddenly you had this vision, and this vision that you had was like kind of, you couldn't kind of understand where this is coming from. There were so many elements of like things coming to you for the first time ever, and this happened. And now that vision is going to be again highlighted after this moment in time. And now, before, when that vision happened, how you want your life to be, my gorgeous Cancerini, don't worry, it's going to make sense. Before, you couldn't accept it because there was so much going on in your life, and because of that situation that was really scaring you and draining you and making you feel really uncomfortable, you couldn't take that vision on. So now you're going to be naturally reminded of this vision that you had not that long ago, and you're going to be able to accept that vision, if you know what I mean. And that vision in itself is going to give you such a strong mind, and it's going to require from you to kind of seek more truth as well. But at the same time, that vision is going to like kind of give you so much clarity, especially when it comes to things that you should be doing at this stage in your life, and especially when it comes to like a kind of understanding and knowing, this is something really, really wise indeed. And it's going to require from you, it's going to make you aware of like how smart you actually are in terms of the actual leadership. This is exactly what you're going to become aware of. But the bottom line is, you will know that this is something that is actually going to be really, really wise. And the strong mind that you're going to have, it's going to like, oh my God, it's going to be like nothing else, seriously, in terms of the actual motivation and inspiration. Nothing is going to be able to stop you after this moment in time, my gorgeous Cancer, because at the same time, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you are going to be kind of reminded of like the certain lesson that you have learned as well, also about yourself, about your life, and how to respond to the certain situations, like how the importance of responding to the specific situations in your life immediately, but also responding when when things like completely surprises us and just fall into our like a lap, literally, when we are just facing a part and a stage of our life that it's impossible to ignore with the amount of activity that it already brings in. This is like a rather rejuvenating time in so many different ways. And it's also, when it comes to the midweek, I can tell you, this is bringing such a wonderful healing into your life as well. You can expect so much energy, and this energy, just make the most of it. I'm talking about the mental energy, and I'm also talking about the physical energy. It's like absolutely mind-blowing time to start new things, start new projects in life, but also like it's like kind of like a fantastic time to investigate things as well, in terms of the actual passion that have been on our mind for a while. And also, when it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Cancerini, somebody really beautiful in your life, somebody very special to you, somebody whom you feel extremely strong connection with, whether this is your partner, your family member, or whether this is your friend, you are going to have a very important conversation with this person. And when it comes to this important conversation, that person is actually going to kind of give you some kind of suggestion. They'll ask you, why are you not doing this? You should be doing this. And this in itself, it's really going to mean to you so much, because it's going to highlight a really powerful choice. Okay, really powerful, really powerful choice, like really wise choice at the same time. And that in itself, it's really going to make you feel extremely brave, and to make the necessary step, to make the necessary move, because the step and move that you are going to make, it's going to directly cut out the devil out of your life. You will know through that person who's so important to you, that I started mid-reading with, I said someone very important to you, you're going to be talking to them, but through them you will understand which wise choice do you need to make. But you're going to need to be brave, you're going to need to be strong, because you're going to need to make a rather bold move. And that bold move, it's going to be consisting of you knowing exactly who the devil is in your life, and how to get rid of that devil as well. It's a very bad and negative attachment, which is becoming rather unhealthy at this stage of your life. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Cancerini, you know that you are going to feel just a little bit, like just a tiny little bit heartbroken. But the reason why you're going to feel heartbroken at the end of the week, it's only because you are really kind of not having the certain direction. You're not going to find yourself at the stage of your life where you thought that you're going to find yourself at this stage, you see. So it's to do with something being really slowed down, it's to do with something not still happening, it's to do with it's some kind of something was meant to kind of start and begin at this stage, something that you've been waiting for so intensely, and something that you've been working on for such a long time. But you must not lose your hope. This is very important. So you are going to feel just a little bit heartbroken because something is going to be like kind of slow down. But at the same time, what do you need to remember is that this, what you're going to feel, it's also like kind of going to give you like a 2 or 3 days to think about the specific things in your life, like especially when it comes to your own independence, especially when it comes to like things that gave you courage over the last like about over the last like about a month. You will be able to reflect on those things in your life that gave you courage. Okay, and so this, you feeling like a little bit like a heartbroken, that's actually really brilliant, because it's at the same time going to put you in the right mode energetically. I mean, it's almost like a bit of a hermit mode, but it's not. You're like halfway there, but you're kind of not. But it's enough in order to kind of help you to kind of see things through, in order to kind of understand that slowly but surely the actual the priorities are changing just a little bit. And in order for you to be on top of this, you strictly have to follow your intuition and your own guidance, no matter what. So first of all, it's going to start with you feeling a little bit like kind of heartbroken, but at the same time, over the next couple of days, you are kind of going to start thinking. And this is going to work really beneficially for you, because that same energy you're going to be able to turn into your own power. So this is going to make you aware to reflect on your life in a different way, and pay attention to those things in your life that brought you so much happiness, that made you feel really excited, that made you feel really good. You will know exactly what I mean, because it's all going to kind of be keep on preparing you and preparing you and preparing you to what? It's going to be preparing you now. First of all, you're gonna feel like your heart is broken, nothing is happening. Just remember, because your heart is broken, nothing is happening, you've been waiting, but the certain things didn't happen that you've been working on. And then this is gonna put you in a mode where you're gonna be thinking, and it's like, oh my god. And then at the same time, you're gonna be in a half a hermit mode, when you go really deep and you understand so much more, like from a completely different level, completely different angle. And this is all gonna boil down towards you like really kind of making such an important decision, that now it's time to transform one particular idea, one particular goal into the actual reality. Okay, so you see, this is all going to be brilliant, because it's going to start like being heartbroken. And then within the next couple of days later, something is going to be changing within you, and you're not going to be able to understand that you're being prepared. You're being prepared. Being prepared. You feeling like a little bit heartbroken here is just like a tiny little drop which is needed in your life, in your glass, in order to make this glass overflowing. And once you notice this glass overflowing, you're going to be absolutely with no option left but to actually do something about it. But now you're going to realize that there is so much that you've learned over the last year about yourself, and I'm telling you, you've been prepared for this for a really long time. So these couple of days are going to make you aware of like, like now it's time to transform this particular goal and idea into the actual reality, and it's to do with a skillful action. You know exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna become extremely confident about your power, but also this couple of days that you're going to have to think, it's going to make you aware, I've got everything I need. I'm ready now. I've got all the resources that I need. And this in itself is going to like, oh my god, it's like going to bring one of the biggest celebrations in your life. You need to also understand that you're laying down like a really powerful foundations right now, very, very like mind-blowingly solid foundations for when it comes to your future. And within the next few months, you're already going to have a massive, huge, enormous celebration because of all this. Indeed. So just remember this, please. This is going to bring you not only a great success into your life, but you're laying down a very powerful foundation right now at around the end of this week. So this is why the things have been a little bit complex, but that's needed for you to understand things from like a pretty much so ascendant way on your spiritual journey, from much elevated way, because you're healing and ascending onto the next level of your life, of your spiritual journey, which is going to really kind of make you aware of some very important people who are about to come into your life, but also somebody very special. It's about to start walking into your life at around the end of this week, and the special person who is about to start walking into who is about to manifest in your life is just someone who is like going to change your life in the best possible way. There is so much that you're going to learn from this person, and that person is going to learn so much from you. There is someone that is going to stay there like forever, like literally, but this person is going to be someone really special, and this person couldn't have kind of manifest in your life at a better time, and you will see exactly what I mean, because there are further inspirations that you will get through this person. You know, I'm not saying that you're gonna copy someone, you know what I mean, that you want to live your life in that particular way. No baby, no. But when you have a very special connection with someone, whether this is your friend, whether this is your partner, then you kind of like really kind of understand this vibration from a completely different angle, and it's just only kind of like it's filling you in with things that you kind of like need to be filled in without even asking. You know, this person is bringing a great balance into your life. So now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just going to see what is going to be an oracle card of the week. Okay, what is going to be an oracle card of the week? Perception. Just remember this, you know, you are really going to realize something really special about yourself this week, and I like this so much. You're going to realize something so special about yourself, and I'm not saying that you didn't realize that before, but you just need to be completely honest with yourself. You're going to find yourself on a really massive, enormous crossroads of your life. My gorgeous Cancerini, you are going to find yourself on an enormous crossroads of your life. When you find yourself on this enormous crossroads, what you need to also understand is that you have to be honest with yourself 100%. Do not cut the corners after this moment in time. Do not try to have a certain shortcuts after this moment in time. You just need to really be completely honest with yourself, because at the same time, what you have learned about yourself over the last 12 months is going to be life-changing. What you have learned about yourself, you also need to kind of understand right now and bring it into your life. What you have learned about yourself is going to start changing things nicely, but it's also going to show you and make you aware of something very specific that you need to learn more. Need to read more. You need to read up about, you need to read up. It's to do with the knowledge, and you're absorbing that knowledge. So pay attention to like kind of what do you want to learn about, what do you want to find out about, what do you want to read about. Something really specific is going to be on your mind, and this is also going to be very strongly connected to your spiritual journey. And also, when you find yourself on the actual crossroads, just remember, my gorgeous Cancerini, that at the same time this is going to be your own spiritual awakening when you find yourself on this crossroads. So when you find yourself on this crossroads, you just have to really do what you want to do, what nobody else wants you to do. You're going to become aware of like a kind of like, oh my God, like a path ahead that you feel so like kind of passionate about, and you want to do that. Oh, yeah, and then on another hand, you're going to realize, well, I'm going to do this really quickly, and this is going to be brilliant, but it's really quickly, but it's not exactly what I want, but it's safe. No, baby, no. You follow your passion. You will be rewarded for choosing a heavier path. Okay, you will be rewarded for this, and you will see very soon exactly what I mean, sooner than you can possibly imagine. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.